What if the real reason people don't value you isn't because you're not enough, but because you respond too much? Before we go any deeper, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and most importantly, watch till the very end. Because what you're about to hear isn't just philosophy. It can completely change your love life, your confidence, and the way people treat you. Let me take you into a story. There was a man who had everything: status, intelligence, respect. Yet what made him truly powerful wasn't what he said. It was what he chose not to say. That man was Marcus Aurelius, and hidden inside his writings is a truth most people will never understand. The less you respond, the more powerful you become. Now imagine this: a young man, just like many of us, constantly found himself overthinking conversations. If someone didn't reply, he panicked. If someone seemed distant, he tried harder. He explained himself too much, responded too quickly, and gave too much of his attention away. And slowly, people stopped valuing him. One day, exhausted and confused, he came across a simple idea. Your power is not in your reaction, it's in your restraint. At first, it didn't make sense, but when he started applying it, everything changed. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 Stoic lessons inspired by Marcus Aurelius that will show you exactly why the less you respond, the more powerful you become. And as you listen, I want you to think about your own love story. Think about the person who once meant everything to you, because you might start seeing things differently. Lesson 1. Silence creates mystery. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been more attracted to someone who didn't reveal everything about themselves right away? Someone who didn't reply instantly. Someone who had moments of silence. Someone who made you wonder what they were thinking. That feeling, that curiosity, is not accidental. When you respond to everything instantly, you remove all mystery. You become predictable. And when you're predictable, people stop investing emotionally. But when you pause, when you don't react to every message, every situation, every emotion, you create space. And in that space, the other person's mind starts working. They begin to think about you more. They begin to feel your absence. Mystery is powerful because it pulls people in without force. Lesson 2. Emotional control is dominance. Anyone can react. It takes no strength to get angry, to defend yourself, to reply emotionally. But it takes real power to feel everything and still remain calm. Marcus Aurelius believed that the greatest victory is over your own mind, because when someone can trigger you with words, they control you. But when you remain silent in moments where others expect reaction, you take that control back, and people feel that they may not understand it, but they feel it. Lesson 3. Not every situation deserves your response. Think about how many times you've wasted energy arguing, explaining, or trying to prove your point. Did it change anything, or did it just drain you? The truth is, some people don't want understanding, they want reaction. They want your attention, your energy, your emotion. And the moment you give it, you lose. Stoicism teaches you to choose your battles wisely. Sometimes the most powerful move is to simply walk away without saying a word. Lesson 4. Availability kills value. This one is hard to accept, but it's real. When you're always available, always replying, always present, always accessible, people start taking you for granted because there's no effort required to reach you. But when your attention becomes limited, when your responses are intentional, your value increases. Not because you changed who you are, but because you stopped giving yourself away so easily. Lesson 5. Your reactions expose your weaknesses. Every time you react emotionally, you reveal something about yourself, your insecurities, your fears, your need for validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote that external events are not the problem, so your interpretation is. So when someone says something and it disturbs you deeply, It's not just about them. It's about something within you. And when you learn to stay silent in those moments, you stop exposing those inner cracks. You become harder to read, harder to shake. Lesson 6. Silence reveals truth. Here's something most people never realize. When you stop reacting, people show their real selves. The person who seeks attention becomes louder. The manipulator becomes more obvious. The one who doesn't value you becomes careless. Your silence removes the distraction of your own reaction and allows you to observe clearly, and once you see people clearly, you stop chasing the wrong ones. Lesson 7. Observation is power. Most people are too busy talking to notice what's really happening. They interrupt, they explain, they try to be heard. But in doing so, they miss everything. When you speak less, you start seeing more. You notice how someone's tone changes. You notice hesitation. You notice inconsistency. And those small details reveal everything. Marcus Aurelius didn't just control his actions. He observed the world deeply, and that's what made him powerful. Lesson 8. Presence is louder than words. There's a certain energy around someone who doesn't feel the need to talk constantly. They're calm, they're grounded, they're unshaken, and people respect that, because in a world full of noise, silence stands out. When you stop trying to impress people with words and start showing confidence through your presence, people begin to feel your value without you saying anything. Lesson 9. Detachment creates attraction. This is where your love life changes. When you're overly responsive, overly available, overly invested, you create pressure, and pressure pushes people away. But when you detach, not emotionally, but mentally, when you don't depend on every reply, every message, every interaction, you become free. And that freedom is attractive, because now you're not chasing, you're choosing. Lesson 10. Speak less, mean more. The goal isn't to become silent forever. The goal is to become intentional. When you speak less, your words carry weight. People listen more carefully because they know you don't speak just to fill space. You speak with purpose, and that's what makes your voice powerful. Now let's go back to that young man. At first, it was difficult for him. He wanted to reply instantly. He wanted to explain himself. He wanted to fix everything with words. But slowly, he started changing. He paused before replying. He stopped arguing over small things. He accepted silence instead of fearing it. And something interesting happened. The people who once ignored him started noticing him. The people who took him for granted became more careful, and the person he once chased started chasing him, not because he became someone else, but because he stopped giving away his power. Let me ask you something again. Think about your own story. Think about someone you once gave too much attention to. What would have happened if you had responded less? If you had stayed calm? If you had allowed space? If you had chosen silence? Overreaction? Would they have valued you more? Would they have chased you? Or would you have realized they were never worth your energy in the first place? This is what Stoicism teaches you. Not how to control others, but how to control yourself. Because once you control yourself, everything else changes. Your presence changes, your confidence changes, your relationships change, and most importantly, your peace returns, because you're no longer reacting to everything around you. You're choosing what deserves your attention. So the next time your phone lights up and you feel the urge to reply instantly, pause. The next time someone tries to provoke you, pause. The next time you feel like explaining yourself, pause. Because in that pause lies your power. And the more you master that pause, the more unshakable you become. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.